Hi, I'm Samantha Rossi, and this is Cherise Thieben, and today we're going to be talking about the spiral line, its function, and demonstrating three movements that lengthen it. So the postural function of the spiral line is to maintain balance across all planes of motion, and with the wrapping of the double spiral around the torso.
The movement function of the spiral line is to stabilize the trunk during rotation, twisting, and turning around the body's axis.
So we're going to go over the bony stations and myofascial tracts. So the first bony station is the occipital ridge mascoid process, atlas. Secondly, the lower cervical, thoracic, upper thoracic, going down to the medial border of the scapula, and then to the lateral ribs, the iliac crest, lateral tibia condyle, first metatarsal base, fibular head, and then going back up to the ischial tuberosity, the sacrum, and last occipital ridge.
The myofascial tracts of the spiral line are the splenius capitis and cervicis. It comes down to the rhomboids, connecting through to the serratus anterior under the armpit, across the external obliques to the pubic symphysis, and into the internal obliques to the IT band, down the IT band, and across the tibia anteriorly here, and across the fibularis longus, back up the bicep femoris here, and to the sacrotuberous ligament, and up the sacrolumbar fascia this way. One way to lengthen the spiral line is in a rotational swing movement, like a golf swing, for example. The golf swing lengthens the spiral lines during the rotation of the trunk and lumbar rotation. The back swing of this movement loads power, transferring this force during the swing and the follow-through. The hips create tension and torque by contralaterally restricting the rotation to an extent.
Okay, next we're going to be doing triangle pose. In this pose, the spiral line is completely engaged. It's allowing Cherise to lengthen and on this side and contract on the other, tighten on the other, to hold this static posture without experiencing rotational or lateral collapse or folding forward into flexion.
Similar to the two previous exercises, the spiral line can also be lengthened by a lunge woodchop exercise. Here, the weight resists movement in the trunk with the lunge, demanding a higher level of lumbopelvic and lower extremity stability by the spiral line, because the spiral line is lengthened on the anterior side during each rotation from the toes, up the leg, through the trunk to the tips of the hands.
The superficial front line, superficial back line, and the lateral line are all impacted to varying degrees during these exercises. The functional lines are also utilized, extending out using the arm lines occasionally.
The functional lines are also influenced here because it helps provide stability and a base of support through the trunk for the upper limbs at the opposite hip during all phases of the movement. What is unique about the functional back line and the functional front line is first,
that they're primarily used for force and power to stabilize the body during movement, not just for standing.
Right. And secondly, what is unique about the functional lines for the front and the back is that considering that it is an extension of the spiral line and most of the myofascial lines, it is also not usually the cause of most postural deviations or any muscle compensations that would be caused because of something happening with the spiral line or the other myofascial lines.
Okay, well, thanks for watching.
Thanks.